Here's former India captain Ajay Jadeja's take on India's loss, Virat's captaincy and what the future holds for young Indian players.
A lot of these current players who played the final of the Champions Trophy will, in all probability, play the 2019 World Cup as well. Would you like to see any kind of changes to the way that they're playing right now? The likes of Bumrah, the likes of Pandya, all youngsters full of talent. How would you like to see the team management groom these youngsters in the years going forward?
First, we'll have to know who the team management is. I mean, a week before you had a turmoil. I mean, now it's the game's over and you can talk about it. So first, you'll have to figure out who the team management is. Whether there is a BCCI functioning or there's a committee that's functioning, or whether it's going to be the three greats of Indian cricket who are going to make a decision on who runs cricket. And the only man that I see is who's going to run it is Virat Kohli, because he's the man that you can't change. You can find a new coach, you can find a new CEO, you can find a new board president, but you're not going to find a Virat Kohli. So I'll go with Virat Kohli, man. I mean, rightly or wrongly, but that's how it's got to be. So I think you got to go with Virat Kohli because he's not a man that you can change. And his dream would be to win that cup. There's no man, there'll be no conflict of interest there as well. So, trust that man. If you trust him to be the captain of India, then trust his cricketing thought as well. He may be wrong, he may be right, but you've appointed him captain. Go with him, man.
How do you rate Virat Kohli as a captain? Now, if you look back at any captain, you'll go by what he has won for the team. You'll go by statistics, and I know you particularly don't really like numbers or statistics that much because you like to read the game as it is. If a player is good, then the player is good, not just because the player has won some tournaments. How would you rate Virat Kohli as a captain ever since he's taken over, of course, all three formats?
Don't forget, you've left Mahendra Singh Dhoni out as a captain, who is one of your finest captains there have ever been, who's still around, and you've gone to Virat Kohli. So there's no question of turning around. I think he's a young man, he's impatient as most young people are, and there'll always be advantages of having a young man and certain disadvantages. We are blessed to have Mahendra Singh Dhoni all along with him. I'm very happy with, Virat Kohli as a captain. He's impatient, but he's got Mahendra Singh Dhoni with him. I think the tough part, if he ever has one, will be when Mahendra Singh Dhoni is not around him. That would be a tough part. And this is the time, to all the fans and supporters of Indian team, I would say the last 2-3 years have been easy part. We've played in India. Now we're going to start playing overseas. This is the time that you need to back your team, and the fans have to go along with them. Virat Kohli is an impatient captain if you just want the one line, but he's your future.